and let us all do we can to build a better future.
Everybody hates Nikki Haley. So Nikki Haley, what's exactly going on with her? Well, apparently, as it stands, a protester goes off on Nikki Haley as she has had a track record of saying that the U.S. needs to get involved in more wars. The fact that she makes Donald Trump look sane really says a lot. So first, let's pull up this article here. Haley calls for the U.S. to take out Iranian leaders responsible for deadly airstrikes. Say it with me, folks, to the people in back. What could go wrong with provoking another power in the region? What could possibly go wrong? So Republican presidential candidate Nikki, that's not her name, Haley, called out for the United States to conduct targeted strikes to take out Iranian leaders responsible for the attacks against U.S. service members in the Middle East. Are we 100% certain it was Iran? Okay, we got to be careful here, because once a war starts, it doesn't end when you want it to. Haley, in an interview Monday on Fox News, outlined how she thinks President Biden should respond to the latest attack, which killed 3 U.S. troops, saying it's not about hitting Iran hard, it's about hitting Iran smart. Not hitting them hard, hitting them smart. He needs to go after the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, the IRGC. He needs to go after the leadership there, those that are making the decision. That's what leaves them flat-footed, the former U.S. ambassador to the United Nations said on Fox News America Reports. They don't necessarily care if you take out all of their equipment and their weapons. They don't care if you take out any of the proxy fires, because they'll just add new ones to it. What they do care about is when you touch their money or you touch their leadership. That's what gets Iran's attention. Even Trump wouldn't say anything this crazy. And Trump said his fair share of crazy stuff here, okay? All right? And this doesn't make Donald Trump look like a saint, but in comparison, Republican voters, like, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but this lady's foaming at the mouth for war with Iran, okay? Even Trump seems more reasonable about this. And I'm really stretching saying that because, again, don't trust the Republicans. Don't trust the Democrats. President Biden has vowed to respond to the latest attack on U.S. troops, which killed 3 Army soldiers in Jordan over the weekend. The suicide drone attack was the latest escalation in the Middle East, where tension has been rising since the start of the Israel-Hamas war in October. So Nikki Haley wants more forever wars. Well, here's Big Mad Crab of INN, who retweeted this thing from Hotspot. Let's play this video. Protester goes off.
Only way we will get that done. None of us want new wars. None of us want new wars.
What? This lady was talking about conflict with Israel, in Gaza and Ukraine and Yemen, saying that if we don't win these battles, we're going to lose. And then all of a sudden, China's going to do something with Taiwan.
None of us want new wars. None of us want new wars.
No, and we're sick of the wars. We want America first.
That's not a big room, by the way. There's not a lot of people in there. It looks like she's in a huge auditorium, but it's made to perceive that way. Okay, it's a little thing in show business. Okay, talk to Keaton and talk to Russell of Due Distance, because they've been in theater. They know all about that stuff. Just trust me on it, folks. Even I've done my fair share of covering political events too. It's made to look like there's a lot of people in there. There isn't. We're going to rewind it again one more time.
Only way.
By the way, the South Carolina primary is next. I'm going to make the bold statement here. She's not going to win her state. Trump's going to win it. Okay? That's what's going to happen. It's going to be quite embarrassing. You thought Elizabeth Warren got a big old oof? I can't wait to play the oof clip for Nikki Haley losing her state. But then again, too, hold on. Hold on, folks. I think we do have to address this because Nikki Haley was swatted twice within days amid spike in threats to officials. So Nikki Haley was targeted by a second swatting attempt on New Year's Day. And of course, this came out in January 29th, just 2 days after authorities responded to a similar calling regarding Haley, according to Reuters. This time, the call was made by someone who said Haley's daughter had been, not good. Not good. So look, I understand that people's emotions run high during politics. But stuff like this is unacceptable. Okay, you want to challenge a politician, challenge them on a debate stage. Use words, use protests. But this right here is starting to get out of hand because I said this election cycle is going to get crazy. It's going to get stupid. It's going to get interesting. It's going to get funny. But in a few days, the South Carolina primary is going to take place. And what I mean by people's emotions running high is this. We're already almost done with the first month of the new year. And nothing has fundamentally changed. All the problems from 2023 have followed us into 2024. Nothing has changed. The economy is still struggling. People are wondering how they're going to survive. But yet somehow, Americans are watching on their television how we have money to fund these endless wars. We see how our senators and House representatives hold meetings and sessions in regards towards getting more funding for more wars, more bombs, more tanks, more planes, more drones, more weapons, all of that. But what about the people? And when we hear these politicians go on stage talking about war and conflict and, continuing on the fight, what about the fight for the people? And this is something that Democrats and Republicans, not just the candidates running for president, but all these politicians need to realize. People are tired of the wars, and there's going to be a massive burnout. People don't want to deal with it anymore. People are tired of this stress. And this whole talk, because let's face it, corporate media has done no one any favors at all when they say, we could easily survive a nuclear war. Never forget, yes, that did happen. That did happen where people were talking about a nuclear exchange. It wouldn't be that bad. Corporate media talked about it, especially during the early days of the Ukraine war. No. Once those nukes be flying, everyone's going to be pushing their little red button that says nuke on it. And all of this that we have here, it's never coming back. There won't be this great reconstruction. Well, once those nukes launch, everyone's going to be launching their nukes. And once they explode, that's it. It's over. It's over for the human species. Any survivors left will envy the dead, and humanity will be a shell of its former self. We will never get to this point again of technology, ever again. It's important to call out these politicians, but we have to do so through, again, protests, through withholding our votes, and building movements and organizations not connected to Washington, D.C., and supporting citizen ballot initiatives to where one day we get all 50 states to be citizen ballot initiative states and actually take the initiative, the charge, the arduous task of calling for the full-on abolition of all these political parties and getting money out of politics. The sociopaths are running the show. It's time for us to clean house. Simple as that.